And the word foreigner is not a problem. If you come from Nigeria, you come into South Africa, you are a foreigner. If you come from Lesotho, you come into South Africa, you are a foreigner. If you come from Zimbabwe, you come to South Africa, you are a foreigner. People, let's not argue useless things. Now we are arguing English right now. We have to argue English. You know, I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, but I've been telling myself, man, maybe these people will realize this word foreigner is not an insult. It's just an English word that represents someone who comes from outside of the country. You know, there's something that is very concerning that I'm noticing on this channel, and I want to bring it to your attention as my viewers, so that hopefully you can shed some light at what is going on exactly. You know, on this channel, I speak a lot about South Africa and the things that are happening in South Africa, the beauty of South Africa, the bad of South Africa, and everything that's in between. Once in a while, I talk a lot about foreigners and how they are impacting South Africa, that they need to go back home and things like that. So what I'm noticing in most of my videos, foreigners on the comment section fight for this thing, yoguti. Why is South Africa calling them foreigners when they are the same as South Africans? I'm noticing this thing a lot, and I'm not only noticing it here on my channel. Uguti, on the comment section, a lot of foreigners always attack me for calling them foreigners. And then I started noticing it again in other people's videos. I started noticing it in TikTok. Foreigners making videos with South Africa, should it be calling them foreigners? Well, personally, I didn't know the word foreigner was an insult. I didn't know Uguti the word foreigner was a bad word. Mina, according to my own English knowledge, bengazi ukuthi a foreigner is someone who's born outside of South Africa, or someone who's coming from outside of South Africa into South Africa. That's a foreigner. That's how I know foreigner. If you can check it on the dictionary, I'm sure that's what they are going to tell you on the dictionary. With a foreigner is someone born from outside of South Africa, or someone coming from outside of South Africa into South Africa. That's a foreigner. So me using the word foreigner, calling these people who are busy selling drugs here in South Africa foreigners, these foreigners must go back home. I didn't realize this word foreigner is an insult to them. I saw some foreign girl on TikTok making a video saying Uguti, it's not fair for them as black people, Uguti, when they go to Europe, they are seen as foreigners in Europe, but again they have to be seen as foreigners in their own continent, Africa. Uguti, South Africa is not right for calling people from outside of South Africa foreigners, as if they are not black like them. Well, this is very confusing to me. It's very confusing to me because this word foreigner is not an insult. The word foreigner is not an insult. So they are fighting Uguti. Instead of this word foreigner, we should be using the word immigrant. The word immigrant is better than the word foreigner. The word an immigrant is someone who comes from outside of the country, coming into a country for job opportunities or for better living conditions. So I don't know why they are fighting Uguti. We should use this word immigrant, because to me these words are almost similar, but they are not similar, but they are almost similar. Yeah. So, and the word foreigner is not a problem. If you come from Nigeria, you come into South Africa, you are a foreigner. If you come from Lesotho, you come into South Africa, you are a foreigner. If you come from Zimbabwe, you come to South Africa, you are a foreigner. People, let's not argue useless things. Now we are arguing English right now. We have to argue English. You know, I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, but I've been telling myself, man, maybe these people will realize this word foreigner is not an insult. It's just an English word that represents someone who comes from outside of the country. So I told myself, let me just ignore this thing, and hopefully they will come to their senses and understand when we call them foreigners, we are not insulting them. We are just calling them based on what they are. But ngiyabona ukuthi this thing sayiza kakhulu. Instead of these people realizing ukuthi the word foreigner is not an insult. In fact, it's the more and more I see comments saying, why are you calling us foreigners? Don't call us foreigners. I see foreigners making videos. South Africa shouldn't be calling us foreigners. We are black like them. We can't be called foreigners in Europe and be called foreigners in Africa. We are not foreigners. They would rather call us immigrants, not foreigners. But I think now people are attacking South Africa with useless things. It's as if everyone wants something to use to attack South Africa. You can't be attacking us as South Africa because we are calling you a foreigner when you are a foreigner. Personally, I don't see anything wrong with the word foreigner. I, as a South African, if I go to Nigeria today, if I get there and they start calling me a foreigner, I won't feel insulted because I am a foreigner. I am a foreigner. Kanti what am I? I am a foreigner. If I decide to go to Ghana today, and the Ghanaians, when I get there, they call me, hey, that's a foreigner. I won't feel insulted. That's what I am. I am a foreigner. But the reason I think these people feel insulted when we call them foreigners is that they don't want to feel different in South Africa. They want us as South Africans to not tell them apart. Since they are always saying, no, we are black like you. So they don't want to be different from us as South Africans. So when we call them foreigners, they feel as if we are extruding them. We are putting them aside. Okay, these are South Africans and these are foreigners. So that's something that they don't like. That's what they don't want, to be excluded from us as South Africans. Do you understand? That's why they feel as if this word is an insult to them. But I want to tell you today, my fellow foreigners who are here in South Africa, whether you are a foreigner, you are here legally, you are a foreigner, you are here illegally, the fact is that if you are here in South Africa and you are not South African, you are a foreigner. And it doesn't make sense for you to fight the word foreigner. We are not the ones who created the word foreigner as South Africa. The word foreigner wasn't created by South Africans. It's an English word that represents someone who comes from outside a particular country. That's a foreigner. So why are we attacked as South Africa for calling people who come from outside of South Africa foreigners? Is that something that's wrong? Is it something that's an insult? Calling you with what you are? No, I don't think it is. But then I just wanted to bring this to your attention as my viewer so that you can tell me on the comment section down below what's going on. Are we wrong for using a word that is correct when we're referring to people who are foreigners? It's wrong for us as South Africans to call foreigners foreigners. We should call them what? South Africans, immigrants. Tell me on the comment section down below. But if you just enjoyed this video or you learned something new, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel. I would really appreciate it. My name is Emmanuel and this is Mzansi Versity, the place where we transform lives through knowledge and information. Let's meet again on another video.